prayer time. We ask that everyone stands for prayer. For our guests, in Muslim prayer, we start all of our meetings with the prayer. We ask that you put your feet together in a 45-degree angle. Put your hands out in a position as if you're receiving a gift. Okay. Bow our heads. Surely I have turned myself to thee, O Allah, striving to be upright to he who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not of the polytheists. Surely my prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. No associate has he. Of this I am commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King, there is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thy servant. I have been greatly unjust to myself and confess my faults. Grant me protection against all my faults, but none can grant me protection against all my faults but thee. Guide me to the best of morals, for none can guide me to the best of morals but thee. Turn away from me the evil and indecent morals, for none can turn away from me the evil and indecent morals but thee. O Allah, make Muhammad successful. Make the true followers of Muhammad successful here in the wilderness of North America, as thou didst make Abraham and the true followers of Abraham successful, for surely thou art praised and magnified. O Allah, bless Muhammad, bless the true followers of Muhammad here in the wilderness of North America, as thou didst bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham here in the wilderness of North America, as thou didst praised and magnified in our midst. We bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. We bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is his last and greatest messenger of Allah, whom we ask that he is granted success forever. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we say our prayers. Ameen. At this time, we would like to welcome Brother Eric 4X to the podium to take us further into the meeting.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
In the most holy name of Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise and honor forever. This is a great pleasure for me to be up here today in front of you. It's a great pleasure to bring Muhammad's temple to Evansville, Indiana. It's my great pleasure also to introduce the temple, the minister of Muhammad's Temple 15, Mr. Eric Muhammad. I'm Brother Eric 4X, and Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
So it is my job today that you get familiar with the minister of Muhammad's Temple 15, who I am greatly appreciative to Allah for bringing into my life, bringing me to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. If it was not for Mr. Eric, by Facebook, YouTube, me hearing the teachings as I was seeking the truth, I would not be before you today. So it's my great pleasure that that I'm here on behalf of Allah, his messenger, his minister, one of his ministers. I say the strongest voice for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad here today in the hills of North America. So if I can find the bio, I'll read the bio so you will be more familiar with Minister Eric as he comes before you today. Muhammad's Temple 15 is the Atlantic Temple of the Nation of Islam. We are not followers of Minister Louis Farrakhan. We are not followers of Minister Louis Farrakhan. Our leader is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Our minister is Minister Eric Muhammad. Minister Eric Muhammad is a former minister of Louis Farrakhan. He joined Louis Farrakhan's organization in May of 1983. He went on to become an assistant minister under Louis Farrakhan's organization in May of 1983. He went on to become an assistant minister under Minister Keith Muhammad in 1985. He later became a minister in 1991. He was exiled from Louis Farrakhan's organization in May of 1996 for refusing Louis Farrakhan's order to disassociate himself from Minister Khalid Abdul Muhammad. From May of 1996 until August of 2000, he remained inactive insofar as the ministry is concerned, but he remained a practicing Muslim. Beginning in August of 2000, he attempted to work in unity with several other templars of Islam, which were also followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and established before his own. In November of 2003, he settled down to the work of establishing a Temple of Islam in Atlanta, Georgia. Also, followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Muhammad's Temple 15 is an independent temple and is not affiliated with any other temples at this time. We hope to change that very soon if we do a little of our life. We hope you will take time to learn more about our work on behalf of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and we invite you to join us in that work. If you would like to help us establish a Muhammad's Temple of Islam in your area, you may contact us at the number below. We look forward to hearing from you, brothers and sisters. The number is 404-758-8209. 404-758-8209. I also will say just a few more words about Minister Eric before he comes, just to kind of warm you guys up. Excuse me. He's the most controversial minister, I say, because he does not hold his tongue. He gives us the hard truth, but he gives it to us with love. If it was not for the love, I would not be here. This brother does and teaches the truth out of love. And it may come off a little harsh to some, which he may be a little mild-tempered today because we have believers in front of us. He's a lot more happier to see lost founds in front of us, seeking the truth. But he does it out of love, respect, and he wants to share what he has for himself, for his brothers and sisters who do not know the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So it is my deep pleasure to bring to you the minister of Muhammad's Temple 15 in Atlanta, Georgia, Mr. Eric Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
In the most holy name of Allah, who came to us, the black man, and the black woman here in the hills of North America, in the divine person of Master Farad Muhammad the Great Mahdi, and the one God to whom all holy praise is due forever, the Lord of all the worlds. We forever thank him for his coming and for his raising up in our midst a divine leader, a divine teacher, and a divine guide, in the personage of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the last and the greatest messenger of Allah. So it is in their two great names that I would like to greet you, my beloved black brothers and my beloved black sisters, in the Nation of Islam's greeting words of peace in the Arabic language, which no matter what the Afrocentric has to say, which no matter what the Hebrew Israelite has to say, which no matter what the Kemetic science has to say, is indeed the original language of the original black man. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Y'all have to excuse me while I do my little OCD routine. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
First of all, before we go any further, I want to take this little time to thank Brother Eric Forex, Brother Quintarian on form. If you don't know what on form means, that means on forms to register with your own nation, meaning he has successfully passed with respect to his letter, his Savior's letter. He has successfully passed, so has our sister here, has successfully passed. You know, the messenger said when you teach a man, you teach an individual, but when you teach a woman, you teach a nation.
Yes, sir.
So we're always happy to see sisters coming through. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And so I would like to again thank Brother Eric Forex, Brother Quintarian on form for their work. And I know, you know, Sister Raven has also participated as well. But I would like, you know, just to say thank you. You've done a good job. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We don't look like this in Atlanta. So praise be to Allah. I'm very, very happy. And like the messenger used to say, I'm glad to see your smiling faces. You know what I mean? When black folk get together and we have our faces smiling, a lot of times we smiling at something we don't need to be smiling at. But today your faces are smiling for something that is good, something that's true, and something that will help black people. Now when I opened up, I said in the name of Allah, and I said who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, right?
Right.
And I went on further to say that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the last and the greatest messenger of Allah. Then I greeted you by saying Assalamu alaikum, explaining that in Arabic, once you translate it into English, it means peace be unto you. Everybody still all right?
Yes, sir.
Now the interesting thing about Assalamu alaikum, meaning peace be unto you, in Arabic, once it's translated from our language into the white man's language, the interesting thing about that is this. When you open up the Bible, and I will have to put my other two eyes on these first two eyes, because these first two eyes are past their 60s, and they don't see as well as they did 40 years ago. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go to the book of Genesis. The book of Genesis is the first book of the Bible, which is called holy by the white man, but poisoned by the black man.
Come on.
Not the black man who has knowledge of self, but the black man and woman who lack knowledge of self called this book holy. But after knowledge, we call it poison. Not that there is not much truth in the Bible. If I give you a glass of water and I put bleach in the water for you to drink, there's plenty of good water in the glass, right? But if I tamper with that water by pouring bleach in the glass, which is not good for you to drink, then it becomes poison. Well, it's the same thing with the Bible. The Bible is a book that has much truth in it, but the white man has added falsehood to it. And so like water with bleach in it, the Bible with lies in it becomes a poisoned book. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now in Genesis chapter 43 and verse 23. Now remember, I said the interesting thing about the Arabic words assalamu alaikum, meaning peace be unto you in English, is that when you open the Bible to Genesis 43 and 23, you read, and he said, now who is the he? That's the prophet Joseph, right? God through the prophet Joseph. Prophet Joseph is speaking to his brothers. And he said, peace be to you. Fear not, your God and the God of your father hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money, and he brought Simeon out to them. The only thing that's relevant here is that he greeted his brothers not by saying, yo, what up, cuz? What's good? What it do? That's not how he greeted his brothers. He greeted his brothers by saying to them, peace be to you. Now, it says it in English in the Bible. Now, I know that none of us in here this afternoon or early evening believe that the prophet Joseph thousands of years ago spoke the white man's language of English. Guess who else didn't speak the white man's language of English? The white man. The white man didn't even have a language of English when this time is referred to. English is a very, very new language. It's a very, very late language. The white man himself didn't even start speaking it till a little while ago. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So the question then would be asked, what language did the prophet Joseph speak? If we are to believe what we have been taught in the Christian tradition, the prophet Joseph would have spoken Hebrew. Now there's something interesting about that too. What's interesting about the fact that the prophet Joseph, if we are to believe tradition, would have spoken Hebrew? Well, when you translate peace be to you from the white man's language of English back into the language of Hebrew is Assalamu alaikum. That sound familiar? Now the white man, a little further in the book, remember now, we're talking about why it's interesting that Assalamu alaikum means peace be unto you. Let's go a little further in the white man's poison book. We're going to go to St. Luke, and we're going to go to chapter 24. And we're going to go to verse 36. Now, in the book of St. Luke, who's going to be speaking here? It won't be the prophet Joseph. Who's going to be speaking in the book of St. Luke? Jesus. It's the gospel according to St. Luke. Well, we know as soon as you say gospel, we either talking about some music or we talking about Jesus. The gospel according to St. Luke, so that means Jesus is talking now.
That's right.
Interesting. Let's go to verse 36. And as they thus spake, Jesus himself stood in the midst of them, and saith unto them, Peace be unto you. What's the difference between how Jesus greeted his disciples and the way Joseph greeted his brothers, other than the fact that thousands of years had passed between the two? None. Joseph thousands of years before Jesus, Jesus thousands of years after Joseph, greeting the same way.
Come on.
So they must have believed in the same God.
Right.
They must have been practicing the same religion.
Jeez.
Right?
That's right.
Peace be unto you. Now the white man says Jesus spoke Aramaic. Interesting. How do you say peace be unto you in Aramaic? Assalamu alaikum. So you have in Hebrew, Assalamu alaikum. You have in Aramaic, Assalamu alaikum. And then 600 years after Jesus, you have Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, greeting by saying, Assalamu alaikum. All three prophets, spanning thousands of years from one another, all greeting the exact same way. The Holy Quran will bear me witness that Prophet Muhammad greeted by saying, Peace be unto you. Because in the Holy Quran that I have, you have the Arabic, but the English translation is right next to it. And so we know that what Prophet Muhammad said in English, meaning translated from the Arabic that he spoke into English, it says, Peace be unto you, right in the Holy Quran. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So why have we been made to believe falsely that the religion of Joseph, the religion of Jesus, and the religion of Muhammad are three different religions? We've been made to believe that Joseph was a Jew, although there were no Jews before Moses, and Joseph was before Moses. Think about it. Jews don't begin till Moses. Christians don't believe or don't begin till Jesus. Muslims don't begin till Muhammad. So we have been made to think. Yet all three greeted the exact same way. You know, religions don't greet the same way. You don't greet peace be unto you in Hindu. You don't greet peace be unto you in Buddhism. You don't greet peace be unto you in Confucianism, Zoroastrianism, any other ism. But we've been made to believe that the prophets, Joseph, Jesus, and Muhammad, taught three different religions, yet greeted the same way. And if we are to believe that they spoke these three different languages, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalam alaikum, why do they sound so similar? We're getting interested again. Because Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew are languages that belong to the family that is called Semitic. What do you mean family? They belong to the same family. If these three languages are family, then the three people that spoke them are family. Now, let's go to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. The very first thing that you are asked once you accept your own what? Your own God, your own religion, your own language, your own culture, your own folkways, mores, norms, the first thing that you are asked this question as a student. As a what?
Student.
As a student. Now, many of us think we know a whole lot of things. Well, wait a minute now. Just a moment. Many of us think we know a whole lot of things. You know, we don't consider ourselves the deaf, dumb, and blind Negroes that we were in the 1940s and 50s and 60s. You know, we consider ourselves pretty black conscious today. Talk black to me now. And so we think that we know a whole lot of things. And so it makes it difficult for us to come as students. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
We want to be teachers.
Right. Here.
We don't want to be students. We want to be teachers. We consider whatever black conscious ideology or philosophy we have come into contact with to have educated us sufficiently that we are teachers now. We no longer students. And this is especially interesting when you look at the fact that now our chests have gotten so big we think we can teach the Muslims. Now, to be fair to you, a great many of the Muslims have lost their damn mind.
Yep.
Are you listening to me?
Loud and clear.
A great many of the Muslims have lost their damn mind. And so we don't command the respect that we used to command when we used to still be in our right mind. Are y'all listening to me this afternoon? You have been made to experience Muslims going so far to the left, looking, acting, sounding so silly, and it has affected the perspective that the people have of the Muslims now. You know, when I started dealing with Minister College, which got me kicked out of Farrakhan's movement, when I started dealing with Minister College, for the first time, instead of after the lecture, a minister asking the question, how many of you believe that what you heard today is good and true and will help black people? Raise your hand. And then he, and then the minister would ask, this is Nation of Islam tradition. How many of you do not believe that what you heard today was good and true and will help black people? Raise your hands. And then, based on the people that would raise their hand, he would take it to the next level. Y'all with me so far?
Yes, sir.
But for the first time in all of the years that I had been in Islam, Khalid added a third question. After he would ask, how many of you believe what you heard today was good and true and will help black people? So many people raised their hand. How many don't believe? So many people would raise their hand. The next question he would ask would be, how many of you don't know what the hell you believe? Raise your hand. That's where the Muslims are today. The Muslims don't know what the hell we believe anymore.
Right.
We used to be standing on solid ground. Master Farad Muhammad was Allah, period. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad was the last and the greatest messenger of Allah, period. Master Farad Muhammad was the exalted Christ. Master Farad Muhammad was the great Mahdi. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Now, some of everybody's the Mahdi. Some of everybody's the Messiah.
Right.
Are you listening to me? We have become so crazy that on the back page or inside back page depending on what paper you're reading. It says in point number 12, we believe that Allah appeared in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and then it says the long-awaited Messiah of the Christians and the Mahdi of the Muslims. Yet Muslims are selling a paper that says this and calling somebody else Messiah. Muslims are selling a newspaper that says this, calling somebody else a Mahdi.
Right.
The Muslims have gone buck wild and are crazy as hell. That's what produces an Arab Muhammad. Because in a situation like this, somebody with a spirit like mine's got to come with a club like mine and start cracking heads. Are y'all listening to me?
Sir.
Somebody got to set the record straight. And I'm one of those who likes to do that job. I don't end up being liked very much, but like I say all the time, I'm not here to be liked. Not interested.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We're talking about how interesting it is that Assalamu alaikum means peace be unto you. All right. There is but one God. That's it. There is one God who is supreme above all. Just one God. Now I'm teaching like this because my subject is not high science and fanciful teaching.
Right.
My subject is introduction to Islam. And like I said, many of us think that we know. And we think we can teach the Muslims now.
Right.
Let me make something very clear to you. I'm one of the Muslims you can't teach.
Okay.
No disrespect intended, but I'm one of the Muslims you can't teach. You may think listen, it may sound arrogant, but I don't represent myself. If I represented myself, you could teach me something.
Say that.
But I don't represent myself. I represent the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I don't care what black nothing you think you know. You can't teach Elijah nothing. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. I don't want to get too hot up here. But I don't want to leave anything unsaid that needs to be said. You can't be black without Elijah.
Come on.
You may think you black without Elijah, but you just thinking you black without Elijah because you thinking like a teacher instead of a student. So when you humble yourself to that which is your own, which is Islam, Islam is yours, but you might think, depending on who you are, that Islam is the Arabs. Well, who told you Islam belonged to Arabs?
Right.
And even if you believe Islam belongs to Arabs, what's an Arab? Who taught you what an Arab is? An Arab is what an Arab was. If what you believe an Arab is different than what an Arab was, you don't know what you're talking about. Are you listening to me?
Teach, man.
Some of us, because we've been following white folks, think we a woman. But you were a man.
Go ahead. Right.
I'll be damned if you are a woman if you were a man.
Come on.
If you were a man, you are a man.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Yes,
This is
sir.
true.
Whatever you were originally, that's what you are subsequently.
That's right.
That's right.
Are you listening to me? You can go get up under a knife and start getting things cut and chucked all you want to. Whatever you were, that's what you are.
Right.
Period. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now somebody call Caitlin and tell Caitlin she's still Bruce. Because Bruce is confused. All right. So what is an Arab? If you want to know, you got to know what was an Arab. What was an Arab when? Originally. So when you're willing to humble yourself, not to Minister Eric, but to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, represented by Minister Eric, then you start thinking like a student. And the first question in the enrollment of those students who are willing to stop thinking like a teacher and be humble enough to think like a student, the first question is, who is the original man? Who is the original man?
Come on.
The original man is the Asiatic black man. The maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. God, what did I say?
God.
Did I say God?
You said God.
Did I say God?
You say God, man.
Well, since it's two or more. God of the universe.
Come on.
Okay, now, we're going to deal with everything else if it be the will of Allah later, but we're going to first deal with black men. Are black people the first people to populate this earth?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Did we populate everywhere except Arabia? Is that the only place we didn't populate first? We populated the entire planet except Arabia.
Skip the radio.
We just skipped over Arabia.
GPS wouldn't go that way.
It couldn't do it. Now, if we are the original people of the peninsula of Arabia, I'll ask you again, what is an Arab?
That's right.
Because if we're the original population of Arabia, that means we were an Arab.
Come on.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Quote, unquote. All right? So if you believe that an Arab is something light, bright, and damn near white, I'm sorry. The original Arab is you and I. Are you listening to me? And so since the black man is the original man, you can't tell me that an Arab is something other than a black man. You can't tell me that. Because whatever an Arab was, that's what an Arab is. Y'all with me? Now, don't y'all run out of here saying, hey, I'm an Arab. I did not stand up here and say everything I just said to make you think you're an Arab. All right? You're a black man. You're a black woman. Black is not national. Black is not regional. Black is not local. Black is universal. All praise is due to Allah, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. So when I say, yes, one question, or not one question, but hold your question until the end of the meeting, which won't be long. All right. Arab, Arabian, original man, right? We deal with Arabic because we are taught by Allah through his messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, that the root, what did I say? The what, Brother Gerard X?
Root.
The root.
Yes, sir.
I didn't say the cradle. I said the root of civilization. I didn't say the cradle. I said the root of civilization is in Arabia at the holy city Mecca, which means where wisdom and knowledge of the original man first started when the planet was found. This is why we deal with Arabic. We're going to the root of civilization. A root is not the whole plant, right? A root is not the whole tree, is it? The root produces tree, the tree produces branches, the branches produce leaves and fruit. Right or wrong?
Right.
And so, black is universal, but there is a root when it comes to black. And we are taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that that root is in Arabia at the holy city Mecca. So who is the original man? The original man is the black man. Okay, so if we go to China thousands of years ago, what did Chinese look like?
Black.
They look like us. We go to India thousands of years ago, what did Indians look like? They look like us. This is why the first Indians that left India crossed the Bering Straits and populated the Western Hemisphere, they looked like us. They didn't look like today's Native American. They looked like us, and the white man bears witness to it. He calls them negritos. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So, thousands of years ago, no matter where you go on the face of the planet Earth, even Europe.
Come on.
Anybody ever heard of a people called Colchians? Anybody ever heard of a people called Grimaldi?
Educators.
This is a black population that lived in Europe before the white man got to Europe. Are you listening to me? All right now. So everywhere you go on the planet, and even the white man bears witness to this, everywhere you go on the planet, if you dig deep enough in your archaeological study, in your anthropological diggings, you find that the original population there was black. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah. Thank you. For the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now that's an interesting fact too. Why? Well, wait a minute now. If the black man, anybody notice that I'm not teaching Quran right now? Y'all notice that?
Yes, sir.
Anybody notice I'm not sitting here with my Quran open and reading and blah, 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 blah. And then after I do the blah, 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 because that's what Arabic is to me right now. I know it's my language, but it's blah, 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 right now. This white man in language of English is the only one I speak. And it's the only one I need to speak in order to reach the only people I'm trying to reach. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We'll get to Arabic later, as far as it being our spoken language. We'll get to that later. Right now, we have to be able to relate to our people in the only language that our people can be related to in. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
But you know, some of us get this Islam and go nuts. And because we have such low self-esteem, we want to show that we're not niggers no more. So we start trying to impress each other with how much Arabic we can use. Crazy as hell. So you don't see me standing up here saying, Allah says in Surah, blah, 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 in Ayat, blah, 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 and then give you some Arabic, blah, 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 and then after I spent 10 minutes wasting your time talking something you can't even understand, then I tell you what it means in English. No, I'm dealing with the root of all knowledge. Who is the original man? Who is the original man? I'm conscious. I don't believe in religion. Religion is the problem.
Right.
I believe in spirituality.
Come on, that's what they're saying.
I don't believe in, you know, Islam or Christianity or Judaism. I believe in African spirituality. Africans have the oldest spirit. You listening to this knucklehead Umar Johnson. That's right, I said it. Africans, you don't have the oldest spiritual system in the world. Hell, all right?
Yes, sir.
Who is the original man? The black man.
That's right.
All right, now stop right there. How long have we had white people?
Not that long.
Too damn long.
You said it right.
How long have we had white folks? Too damn long. I mean, my goodness. It's time for us not to have no more white folks.
Come on.
Some of us get upset when you talk like that. Just let me just, for a moment, imagine no white folks. Yeah. No more white folks. How long have we had white folks?
6,000 years.
Too long.
Now, where did we get the number 6,000 years from? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Where did he get it from? Master Farad Muhammad. Okay, listen now. We may want to doubt what he said, because we tend to doubt what black folks say. We tend to accept what white folks say. None of you black conscious radicals in here, of course. But we tend to accept what white folks say. That's why we Christians. Those of us who are Christians. Because white folks said niggas be Christians.
That's right.
And we say, y'all sir?
Yes, boss.
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. No, all right?
Yes, sir.
We walking around on the planet with all these beautiful black sounding names for thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, and the white man said, nigga be Toby.
Right.
Kunta went right out the window. White man said, nigga be Eric. And the next thing you know, Eric was sitting in front of Muhammad. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. Hand me a paper towel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got something back there? Okay. So here we are, wearing the white man's names, speaking the white man's language, and many of us worshiping the white man's God and the white man's religion. In the white man's religion, I should say. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Was I looking like Pookie?
You was getting it out, brother. You was getting it out.
Was it cold in me? According to the white man himself, the genetic material that produces blonde hair and blue eyes did not enter the human gene pool until between 6,000 years ago and 10,000 years ago. Now, why does the white man give you a window of 4,000 years?
Good question.
He tells you the truth that it wasn't later or earlier than 6,000. He doesn't say it was 7,000. It was 5,000 years ago. He doesn't say it was 4,000 years ago. He starts with 6,000. By starting with the number 6,000, he's giving himself or providing himself with what he calls plausible deniability.
Say that.
So that if you believe that it happened between 6 and 10, instead of just 6 like Elijah said, then he can say, hey, I said 6.
Talk about that quick.
So you could have, because I did start with 6, You could have said, if you chose to say, oh, Elijah Muhammad is right. But you chose to believe me that it could be even longer, between 6 and 10. So listen, I'm not responsible for you disbelieving in the message of Allah through the most honorable Elijah. I told you 6. You could have just stuck with Elijah, but you chose to roll with me. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we know that 6,000 years ago, the devil kind of suggests it could be as long as 10,000 years ago, but he starts with 6. No genetics that produces white people. And if you study history, even if you don't, you can just take the white man's word for it. When the genes that produce the white race came into existence, there was no evidence of a gradual coming into existence. White genetic material, boom, just exploded onto the gene pool of the peoples of this earth. It came seemingly out of nowhere.
That's right. Teach.
And what makes that an interesting fact is the whole reason why I went into this in the first place, which is, first question of the student enrollment. Who is the original man? The black man, right? There's a lot of other stuff that go along with that. But the black man. So we know the black man has been here, according to the white man, millions of years. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Now, according to us, it's trillions of years. But if we just take the white man on his word, it's just millions of years. The question then becomes, why was the whole earth populated by black? No brown, no red, no yellow, no white, but the entire population of this earth was black. For millions of years. Are you with me? Millions of years, nothing but black people. Let me think about there being nothing but black people. Nothing but black folks. Okay. Then only 6,000 years ago, all of a sudden, white folks. Where did white folk come from all of a sudden? How did white folks come about all of a sudden? Now, have you read Francis Cress Welsing's book, The Cress Theory of the Colors, which is just that, a theory? Theory means a guess. Theory means you pulled that from a place that we don't want to talk about up in here this afternoon. That's what a theory is. You theorize, meaning you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You just throwing something out there. It's a brain fart. That's what I call it, a brain fart. It's when your brain goes and you start doing this and then it spreads. If you read Francis Cress Welsing's book, you might think you know where the white man come from. But you've been watching Kama Khomeini videos on YouTube. You might think you know where white folks come from. Yeah, see, I'm familiar with all that stuff. All that Afrocentric BS that you familiar with, I know all about it. I've been doing this 42 years. Trust me. Listen. All of a sudden, if you listen to both of them, Kama Khomeini, Francis Cress Welsing, some homies was in Africa. And they left Africa to go to Europe. Now, why you would be in Africa and leave to go to Europe is beyond me. They left walking from Africa to Europe, and as the temperature got cooler, a black man who was black in Africa walked to Europe, and all of a sudden he was a white boy. He was 50 Cent when he left Africa. And when he got to Europe, he was Eminem. How in the hell was you 50 in Africa and you Slim Shady in Europe? That is absolutely ridiculous. Black folk been living in cold climates for who knows how many thousands and thousands and thousands of years. The only thing different from a cold nigga and a hot nigga is you got two black folk, one got on a coat, and one is waving a fan. Pardon my language. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But there ain't no difference. You take a black man or woman, put them in as cold an environment as you possibly can. One of them gonna be shaking, and the one in a hot climate is just gonna be fanning. But they still gonna be black. You don't turn white because it gets cold. Kind of stupidity is that? All right, now let's go to Francis. Francis's theory is that the genetics that produced black people mutated. Genetic mutation. And so when your black genes mutate, you produce a white offspring. That's not entirely false. There is such thing as albinos. Are you listening to me?
Right.
Now here's the problem with that theory. An African, quote unquote, who becomes an albino looks just as African as everybody in this room except their skin tone. That's it. Hair still nappy, nose still broad, lips still thick. That's still an African. But light, bright, damn near white, blonde hair, blue eyes. But that's a brother. That's a sister. You don't start out an African black man or woman and end up a European white man or woman.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So that theory is out of the window. If you're an Indian and an albino, you're just an albino Indian. If you're an African and an albino, you're just an albino African. Whatever you are as an albino, even white people produce albinos.
Right here.
Right.
Go ahead. See.
So that theory is out of the window. You have to understand, and I don't want to keep you too long, that when you are writing your doctoral dissertation, you have to engage in intellectual masturbation. Because that is what those who are judging your dissertation want to see. They want to see how well you can take information and masturbate with it.
Right.
And if you do a real good job, they slap a DR period on you. Now you a doctor. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing with your master's thesis. You got to prove you can take information and play with it. And if you play with it good enough, then they'll give you a degree and call you a master.
Right.
Masturbator. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, so again, where did the white man come from? Since the whole human population was once all black, where did the white man come from? How did he get here? Just those two questions will bust up any other black ideology you want to kick at the Muslims. Tell us we don't know what we're talking about. Where did the white man come from? You don't have an answer.
Teach.
Not one that makes any sense,
Teach.
because genetic mutation is an anomaly. You can occasionally produce albino individuals, but you cannot produce an albino race.
Come on.
Nature will cause you, no matter how black you are, to every so often produce individuals that are white. Not racially, but physically. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
But in order to produce a whole race of white people, you have to do that by employing a process of selective breeding. In the Nation of Islam, we call it grafting. Selective breeding. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Aren't human beings, due to genetic issues, don't some human beings come into being deformed? Aren't there genetic anomalies that produce physical deformities?
Yep.
Okay, that's something that happens naturally,
Right.
occasionally. How can you produce a whole population of people with a specific physical deformity? Some people are born blind, is that right?
Yes, sir.
But that's something that happens occasionally. Due to some malady, a person is born blind, maybe deaf, maybe mute. But in order to produce an entire population of people that are blind, that can't happen naturally.
Go ahead.
You have to selectively breed blindness into them.
Go ahead.
You have to selectively breed deafness into them.
Come on.
You would have to selectively breed
Make it make
muteness into them, the inability to speak.
Go ahead.
That requires selective breeding. Natural selection won't do that. Only intelligent design will do that.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
And so the white race is a race, and Darwin bears witness to it. The white race is a people that was produced by selective breeding. Nature didn't just say, you know what, white folks.
I think I want fight.
Why would nature, for millions of years, only say black, black, black? Millions of years, nature was Eric Muhammad. Talk black to me.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, 6,000 years ago, nature went, white folks. That's not how it happens.
Right.
It would have to have taken place over so long a period of time, but there's nothing preceding the coming into existence of the white race. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So Allah revealed to his messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, that the white man was produced by his father. Not our father, but his father, an original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub. In English, his name is Jacob, but in Arabic, his name is Yaqub.
Go ahead.
And we done got so black now, we so conscious now, we can now tell the followers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that that's a myth.
Sir.
That's pseudo history.
Come on.
Where did you even get the concept of pseudo history? Oh, you went to some white man college, and the white man slapped the Bachelor of Arts degree on your behind.
Right.
He might have slapped a master's degree on your behind. And listen, don't let your crazy self get a degree in African studies.
Oh, man.
Lord have mercy.
We ain't coming back.
Woo-wee.
Well,
This Negro got a degree in African studies. Muslims can't tell him or her nothing. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And just where did you get your degree in African studies? You must have got that from Ife.
uh-oh.
Now here's a Negro got a degree in African studies, don't even know where Ife is. Ile Ife. That must be where you got your degree. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You must have gotten your degree in Accra. Cut it out. Stop acting like you went to Africa and got an African studies degree in an African university from an African professor or group of African professors. Cut it out. You went to a white man's college and or university.
Come on.
And you learned African studies in the English language.
Come on.
And you got certified by the white European that you are a master or doctor of African studies.
Right.
And you want to come and tell the Muslims what we know and don't know. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We something else, ain't we?
Yes, sir, brother.
Now, depending on who you are, you don't like me talking like this. Because you used to Muslims. And listen, if I was back in Atlanta, I'd be busting your head way worse than this. I'm just being nice because I'm in Indiana. I will kick your... You understand what I'm saying? Trust that and believe it. If you want the smoke and you think you can handle it, I'm the nigga to bring it to.
Go ahead.
Trust that. But I'll be nice today. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You done had these little soft punk Muslims for so long. You've been pushing up on Muslims for so long.
Come on.
You've been running up on Muslims with Dr. Sabi. You've been running up on Muslims with Umar Johnson. You've been running up on Muslims with this Negro, that Negro, and this Negro, and you've been getting away with it.
Go ahead.
Because you've been running up on the wrong Muslims. You've been running up on Muslims that give a damn. I don't. You will get the smoke. And you can't handle it. And if you think you can, we can get on video and you can take me on in front of the people. And I'm going to tear your behind up. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I don't teach Elijah Muhammad soft, sweet, quiet storm. That ain't how I teach Elijah. I teach Elijah the way Elijah needs to be taught. Like this is it. Period. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So again, you can't produce a whole race, a people with a specific racial identity, any other way than by a process of selective breeding, because natural selection will just keep producing overwhelmingly 99.9% of the time the same thing that's already there. Every now and then there'll be a hiccup, but you can't produce a whole population of hiccups.
Right.
That can't happen naturally. All right. Now, since the white man is a new man on our planet, explain this to me. Why does he rule? Why does this new man that just got here 6,000 years ago rule the darker peoples of the earth? Why?
Good question.
We know he's a very, very late man. Because in the student enrollment, we're asked the question, what is the population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? The population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America, now this is 1930s numbers, is 17 million, with the 2 million Indians makes it 19 million. All over the planet Earth, it is 4,400,000,000. Then we're asked, well, what is the population of the colored people? I thought colored people was black. See what I'm saying? A lot of us, we still got an organization called the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And that's exactly what it is. The NAACP is an association for the advancement of white people. The NAACP has never advanced anybody but white people. So the name fits 100%. Because the answer to that question is the population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America, 1930s numbers now, is 103 million. All over the planet Earth, it is 400 million. If you divide the white population, 1930s numbers, into the black population, 1930s numbers, we outnumber the white man 11-1. Y'all listen? That means we've been here a lot longer than white people.
Right.
That's why we're a lot more than white people. White people haven't had a chance to handle enough grown folks' business to catch us. And the job is too big.
Right.
Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Sister, y'all so fertile. Some of y'all got pregnant on the way here. You sit at the traffic light too long. There it is.
Go ahead.
They can't catch us now. It's too late. But when you're dealing with the people who have only been here 6,000 years, they've only been able to get up to 400 million. They just got here.
Right.
The next interesting thing to that is this. If there's 11 of us to every one of them, why does that one of them rule the whole 11 of us? Think about it. Why? All right now. It would have to go back to that original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yakub. He didn't just selectively breed these people into existence. He taught them something. During the selective breeding process, there was an ideology that was given to them. There was a program. There was a MO, a method of operation that was given to them. And that method of operation was to rule us. Are you listening to me?
Talk about it.
Yakub taught his grafted devils during the process of grafting them tricknology, devilishment, telling lies, stealing, and how to master the original man. All right?
Yes, sir.
The white man was taught how to rule us.
Go ahead.
You can't be a new people that just hit the planet yesterday and know how to rule the people who've been on the planet for all the days. That just doesn't. How long you been in America? Nearly 500 years. You learn how to run white folks yet? You don't know how to rule a white man yet. And you've been with this cracker right up under his Pinocchio nose for 5 centuries. And he run you today just as much as he did yesterday.
Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So what makes you think white folks gonna get here and just know how to run black folks? You got to be taught how to run black folks. And if you're going to be taught how to run a dog, are you going to be taught that by a cat?
No, sir.
Another dog got to teach you how to run a dog. It takes a black man to know the black man. And it takes a black man to teach a white man how to rule the black man. I know what I'm saying makes sense. But you know, when it comes to religion, ideology, philosophy, doctrine, whatever, it don't matter how much sense it makes. It's how we feel about it. If you feel what I'm saying, you'll agree with it. If you don't feel what I'm saying, you'll disagree with it. Sense ain't got nothing to do with it, because when it comes to us, many of us place fact under feelings. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. A black man produced the white man.
That's right.
A black man produced the white man and taught the white man how to rule the black man. Take it or let it alone. And when you realize that the white man's rule, in other words, when you realize that global white supremacy was an inside job,
Teach, man.
then you understand why it's so, what word am I looking for? I won't say powerful. I'm talking about a word that it makes it so hard to get rid of. Embedded is good, but something, it's just hard to get rid of it. Like that damn fly running around in here. Who let that fly in here? Did you search it? That's how global white supremacy is.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of gnats at a picnic. It's like a fly at a picnic. You just, Why is it so hard to get rid of? Because it's an inside job. You know, whenever something is an inside job, it's very effective, isn't it?
Good teaching. Yes, sir.
Think about it. A lot of robberies end up being inside jobs.
Right.
How did this happen? How did we, you know, there was a war recently, right? A 12-day war. How did so many top Iranian officials get assassinated? How did Iran's air defenses get taken down, and it took them 24 hours to solve the problem? They couldn't get it right. It took them a whole day, and during that whole day they were trying to get it right. Israel was boom, 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 just tearing Iran up. Talk black to me. Because it was an inside job.
Teach.
There were people in Iran already,
That's right.
long preparing for this day to come about. And all it took was activation. Are you listening to me? How did they get Hassan Nasrallah and the other top officials of Hezbollah? It was an inside job. What happened to the slave rebellion under Nat Turner? Denmark Vesey.
Right.
Gabriel Prosser.
Ooh.
Who knows how many other slave revolts could have been successful but weren't?
Right.
What happened?
Inside job.
Inside job. What happened to Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line?
Inside.
What destroyed Marcus Garvey's initiative of the Black Star Line of ships? It was an inside job. It was our own people working on behalf of white people against our own selves. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Wasn't no white folks in Garvey's movement messing nothing up like that damn fly. No, it was us. I'm going to really make you mad now.
Go ahead.
What happened in 1964
Malcolm.
that caused 1965 to be a pivotal moment in black history?
Malcolm.
An inside job.
Teach.
You Malcolm lovers, Malcolm worshipers. Malcolm was a wicked hypocrite. See, most Muslims are scared to say that
Teach.
because they think they're going to turn the people away. You can't talk about Malcolm. He was some sacred cow. I will, figuratively speaking, take a number 1 and 2 and might add a 3 all over Malcolm and don't give a crap how it's taken. He is what Elijah Muhammad said he was, a wicked hypocrite.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
It was an inside job. The white man didn't join the Nation of Islam and create a split that has us hating each other right now. Muslims out on the corner selling fish. Y'all niggas killed Malcolm. Hold up. Wait a minute. What are we doing attacking each other? Inside job. Right or wrong?
Go
Teach.
ahead.
Teach.
Who was on the inside that produced this split that has us arguing and fighting with each other to this very day? Who produced that split that was on the inside?
Come on.
Elijah Muhammad's son, Wallace Dean Muhammad.
Go ahead.
That's right. It's a fact.
Teacher.
Malcolm said it. Elijah Muhammad's son, Wallace Dean Muhammad, crept up on Malcolm. I don't know whether he moonwalked up on Malcolm. I don't know whether he really ran up on Malcolm. I don't know how he did it, but he crept up on Malcolm. And he told Malcolm that his father was a dirty old man,
Right.
messing with these young teenage secretaries. And Malcolm went, what?
Right. Yep.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Malcolm went nuts because he believed what Wallace told him. He had been preaching the morality, the ethics, the morals, the value. He had been preaching what a righteous man Elijah Muhammad was. Imagine coming to believe after over a decade that this was a righteous man, a morally upright leader leading black people whose morals were in the toilet to higher morality. Imagine coming to believe all of a sudden, like white folks, coming into existence all of a sudden, that this is a dirty old man the whole time, well, not the whole time, but he messing with these young girls. Now you no longer believe he is who you've been telling black people that he is. But what caused you to change your mind? Was it a white man on the outside of the Nation of Islam? Or was it Elijah Muhammad's son inside the Nation of Islam? It was an inside job.
Go ahead. Teach.
Then Malcolm splits off
Losing
and
mind.
takes a lot of black America with him. He splits off. He no longer has the protection of God. He no longer has the protection of God. Like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, as long as Malcolm was with him, God protected Malcolm.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Sure.
God protected Malcolm. But when he got out from under that umbrella of protection by going against the messenger of God, he no longer had that protection, and the white man took advantage of him. He said, okay, we can get him now.
Yep.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So Malcolm got and we got mad and attacked Temple number 7 and burned it down. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Negroes in New York, brother, attacked Muhammad's Temple number
Yes, they
7
did. Yes,
and
sir.
burnt it
Yeah.
down.
Bear witness.
And it had to be rebuilt.
Yep.
But it was an inside job. Wallace started all that. Malcolm fell victim to Wallace Dean Muhammad whispering in his ear. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
say are you agreeing, I said are you listening?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So we got an inside job. The Nation of Islam didn't drop the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching and program and try to become Arabs. Just drop black nationalism, drop black separatism, drop Pan-Africanism, and adopt quote-unquote Arab spiritualism. It didn't do that because of no white man on the outside. It was Elijah Muhammad's son on the inside that changed the whole script with respect to the Nation of Islam.
Easy.
Y'all listening?
Yes, sir.
Those inside jobs ain't no joke.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right.
Out of war.
Now, I said all of that to say that the white race and its global white supremacist rule is an inside job. One of us caused that whole problem. His name is Yaqub. And we are still dealing with his devilishment right now today. Some of us who haven't been grafted white act like we are white ourselves. Right or wrong?
Right.
Always causing problems. He said, she said. Talking about one another, right? Accusing each other. No facts, just rumors. Rumors cause a lot of problems among us, don't they? Talk black to me. We always in somebody else's Kool-Aid. Always in somebody else's Kool-Aid.
Trying to find
And we love when we get deep enough into it to bring about the other person's downfall. We've been taught to hate ourselves. We have to be more merciful with one another. When you find your black brother or your black sister at fault, instead of canceling them, instead of totally writing them off, at least try to be tolerant and understand. At least try. Now, a lot of us ain't gonna let that go. We gonna take it to the point where you're gonna have to give them what they get. But at least try to make it so that that's your last resort. That's all I'm saying. Don't be quick to cancel your brother or sister. Don't be quick to write your brother or your sister off. Understand that the white man is the real problem. But when it gets to the point that that inside job isn't, is just too far, you got to do what you got to do. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Jesus said, if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out.
Go ahead.
For it's better for you to enter heaven halt or maimed than for your whole body to be condemned to hell. Right or wrong?
That's right.
When your black brother or sister becomes such a problem that you need to pluck them out, then you need to pluck them out. Because it's better that we all reach heaven without them than to allow them to cause all of us to end up in hell. Are y'all listening to this?
Yeah.
All praise, once again, is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is an introduction to Islam.
Go ahead.
That's what this is. This is an introduction to Islam. All right, let's move on. Remember earlier I said there's only one God. What do Muslims call the one God? We call him Allah. We start getting mad because we think we know something. we want to call him all these other names. Well, guess what? All these other names that we want to call God are his names. They are names that fit him. But listen, when it comes to everything in existence, there is superior and inferior. Some sneakers are the cream of the crop, right? Some dress shoes are the cream of the crop. Some pocketbooks are the cream of the crop, right? It's the same thing with the names of God. All of God's names are not equal to the rest of his name. There is one of Allah's names, one of God's names that is better than all the other names. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Isn't a 48-carat diamond better than a 24-carat? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But a 24-carat is better than a 12-carat.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say a 48-carat, if there's 3 diamonds on the table, one 12-carat, one 24, one 48, and I say the 48-carat diamond is the best diamond on the table, that doesn't mean the other diamonds on the table are not good. It simply means that this nice 12-carat is not as nice as the 24-carat. And the 24-carat is not as nice as the 48-carat. You got 2 other diamonds, 12-carat and 24-carat, that's some nice diamonds in and of themselves. And I'm sorry, the 48-carat is above all other 2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
When it comes to the names of God, the name Allah is above all the other names. Why? Because the name Allah literally means all the other names wrapped up into one. So you can call God Elohim if that's what you want to do. You can call God Yahweh if that's what you're going to do. But when we call God Allah, we have already said Yahweh. We already said Elohim.
Come on.
Are you telling me that a 48-carat diamond doesn't have the 12 carats of this diamond right here? It doesn't have the 24 carats of this diamond right here. You can't get to 48 carats without passing 12 and 24. Are you listening to me?
Sir.
Carats are carats when it comes to diamonds. So when you have a 48-carat diamond, you already have the 12 carats in this 12 carat. You already have the 24 carats in the 24 carat. This is a 48-carat diamond.
Come on, teach.
The name Allah is a 48-carat name. And all the other names of God are 24, 12, and whatever. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, if God is one, how many religions does he have? One. If God is one, how many religions does he have? One. He has 2 books that are supposed to be the books of 3 different religions. Old Testament Jewish religion, New Testament Christian religion,
Right.
Holy Quran Muslim religion.
Come on.
But the prophet Joseph of the Old Testament religion, peace be unto you. Jesus in the New Testament religion, peace be unto you.
Come on.
Muhammad in the Quran religion, peace be unto you. That means that all 3 of them serve one God. That's why they have one greeting. Huh? And that means that they only had one religion.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Teach.
But you know, some of us, we done went to the white man's school and got some African studies. And don't let them get a drum. What? A Negro with a djembe? A djembe, I don't know how to pronounce that word. DJ Djembe. Don't let that Negro get it drunk. Are you listening to me? And we learned this term now, Abrahamic religions. We done read that book, Baruch. The Abrahamic religions. Really? What religion was known?
Good question.
Abraham is a literal descendant of Noah.
Right.
Abraham was a literal descendant of Noah. Noah is Abraham's ancestor. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then how is Islam an Abrahamic religion if it was Noah's religion before Abraham? Talk back to me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So Noah had this same religion. He passed it down through his lineage to Abraham. Right?
Yes, sir.
Melchizedek.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about nobody selling lessons online. Y'all okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about nobody making videos on YouTube. I'm talking about the Melchizedek that's in the Bible.
Yes.
Melchizedek had the same religion that Abraham had before Abraham had it.
Come on.
Melchizedek, the book says, was a high priest of that religion.
Yes, sir.
Abraham had just got that religion.
Come on.
He meets Melchizedek and pays tithes, zakat.
Yeah.
He paid tithes to Melchizedek.
Right.
Doesn't that tell you Melchizedek already had that religion? And where was Melchizedek when he had that religion already? Jerusalem. It just wasn't called Jerusalem in those days.
Come on.
Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
I'm just going by the book now. So you got Melchizedek with a religion before Moses. And even before Abraham. You had Noah with that same religion before Abraham had that religion. Then you got Joseph before Moses with that religion. Moses with that same religion. Then Jesus with that religion.
Come on.
Then Muhammad with that religion. And through it all, it was all peace be unto you. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
One God, one religion. What is the one religion of God? I don't care what you talking about spirituality. I don't care. What is the one way to be right with the Most High?
Sweetness.
What is the only way you and the Most High can get along?
Sweetness.
You must submit your will to do the will of the Most High.
Come on.
You got to let him have his way. Are you listening to me?
Come on.
How did I just express that? In English. I said, you got to let the Most High have his way.
Go ahead.
Those are English words. English is not my language. It's the only one I can speak because the cracker came to Africa, got my ancestors, brought them over here, robbed us of our language, God, religion, and you know it. And so the only language that was passed down to me was English. The only culture that was passed down to me was American. The only everything, that's how I ended up Eric. I had to find Muhammad later. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. So, how do you express, you got to let the Most High have his way? How do you express that in my language of Arabic? Islam. Literally, Islam means entire submission. Let God have his way.
Go ahead.
Entire submission to the will of God. Let God have it. Let go and let God. Right?
Go ahead.
In English, you say, let go and let God. In the church, because that's the white man's house, you say, let go and let God. But in the mosque, the temple, the black man's house, you say Islam.
Go ahead.
But it only means let go and let God.
Go ahead.
Teach it.
There is no other religion other than let go and let God that will be accepted by God. You got to let go and let God. And when you let go and let God,
Everything work out.
everything works out.
Sir.
God embraces you.
Mm-hmm.
He protects you. He nurtures you.
Yes, sir.
He develops you. He exalts you even.
Go ahead.
But you got to let go and let God. That's hard to do.
Go ahead.
Boy, nigga.
Because we get stuck in our ways. He been hanging around me too long. He'll be all right. He just need to get away from me. You gotta let go and let God. But what we have to let go is something that means so much to us because we used to holding what we gotta let go. We used to holding on to it. So we won't let go, which means we can't let God. Because God is not interested in any of us trying to tell him what's up.
Come on.
Come on, bro. Come on. Say that.
You don't tell God what the deal is.
Right, right.
Based on your education from the devil.
Come on.
You a master degree or doctorate degree Negro ain't gonna tell God what the deal is. Right or wrong? You go to college and get theories of where the white man came from. God done gave you a messenger to tell you where the white man came from.
Yeah. That's right.
And then giving you all kinds of signs that indicate that what he told his messenger is the truth.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Is the white man a natural man?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
I need to be sitting out there, y'all. They already know, bro.
Yeah, they know a little bit.
The white man is not a natural man. There's nothing, thank you. There's nothing natural about the white man. You go out in the sun, and your skin pours a tall glass of the sun and goes to sleep. Because of your melanin. Because you're highly melanated. So your skin is like, sun. Like lemonade on a summer day. Your skin with the sun, right? The white man goes out in that same sun. And his skin does exactly that. The white man's skin got right or wrong. He get the burning and peeling. The sun ain't the white man's friend.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Teach.
Because he's not highly melanated. He does have some melanin, but it ain't enough to do nothing. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praises due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. How many of us know that melanin even has something to do with the brain development, the mind development? Yeah. The more highly melanated you are, the more capacity you have for genius. The less melanated you are, the less capacity you have for genius. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Now, the white man is a pretty smart fellow, as we can tell by what he has produced in the way of advanced technology. But imagine how much smarter you are than the white man. Yeah, he got it from us, I know. But listen, in order for him to get what he got from us, he had to have some capacity to receive it. You can't pour water in a glass that's already full. So the white man had to have the capacity to receive what he got from us. So he's a pretty smart fellow. but he ain't nowhere near as smart as us. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Because we are so highly melanated in comparison to him, that means our capacity to produce technological advancement is far greater than his. So it is ridiculous to call yourself black conscious and believe the white man was the first man to fly. It is ridiculous for you to be black conscious and to believe the white man was the first man to get into outer space. It is ridiculous for you to believe that the white man was the first man to learn and master all of the medical and scientific things that the white man has learned and begun to master. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Whatever the white man has produced in the way of advanced civilization, we have civilizations far more advanced than what the white man has. But they've been buried, they've been covered up so that he couldn't pattern his after ours. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So the white man went to Egypt and he studied the pyramids of Egypt, right or wrong. But he couldn't build nothing as high as the pyramids until recently. Think about what I'm saying. Thousands of years after he ran up on the pyramids, he still couldn't reverse engineer the pyramid. He couldn't build nothing like it. And when he finally did build something as high or higher than the pyramid, it still didn't match the genius of the black man. We're talking about stones. What is it? Weighing an average of 2.5 tons. And I forget the astronomical number of stones weighing that much that it took to build the pyramid. And these stones are cut with such mathematical exactness that they're fitted with no cement. This is the black man. Ain't no cement. You take stones that big
Come on.
and cut them that well that you just place the stones and the building go up, stay there for thousands of years, and you can hardly take a butter knife and stick in. They fit so well. The white man can't build like that.
Go ahead.
What you know white folks have built that is a modern wonder with no cement? He ain't got enough melanin to do that.
Come on. See.
Talk black to me. That's just one example. So he comes up with stupid theories. Black men got together, a bunch of them, with some rope and just dragged the stones around some ramp.
We ain't have modern equipment.
Are you kidding me? The pyramids were built using hydraulics.
Come on.
The black man's knowledge of engineering is superior to the white man's knowledge of engineering. And throughout our history, we have left examples of our superiority for the white man to just wonder. And that's why he calls them wonders of the world.
That's right.
They ain't no wonders to us. We did it. But it's a wonder to him how we did it. Are you listening to me? Well, the answer is in that melody.
Go ahead.
Everybody still all right?
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. How many gods?
One.
How many religions?
One.
What's that religion? Let go, let God. How do you say it in our language of Arabic? Islam. So what's wrong with Islam? Any of us who think something is wrong with Islam, we only think that because somebody told us that something is wrong with Islam. But what did they tell us is wrong with Islam? It oppresses women. It's a violent religion. It's the Arabs' religion. Arab imperialism, Arab slave trade. All this old mess, right?
Yes, sir.
Somebody has convinced us that something is wrong with Islam and that there's something else over here that's better than Islam. And some of us believe that. And so when the Muslims come to the some of us that believe that, we say, I like y'all niggas bean pies. Y'all look all right in them bow ties, but you can miss me with that Islam. Talk black to me. How can let go and let God be wrong in any way, form, or fashion? How? It cannot be. And so, let go and let God, or Islam, is God's religion. It's the only religion that He is going to accept today. He won't accept no other religion. Take that or let it alone. He won't accept no other religion.
Teach.
Because let go and let Him is the only religion He can accept. And before the black man had any other religion, any other ideology, any other philosophy, any other spiritual system, Islam, the messenger teaches us, is as old as the sun, moon, and star. It didn't start with Prophet Muhammad. It didn't start with Prophet Muhammad. Who said Islam started with Prophet Muhammad? The white man. And who believed it? The black man.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad, if you just read the Quran, see, this is why, you got to take facts over feelings. You can read this Quran and see that Islam didn't start with Muhammad. The Holy Quran says that when Muhammad preached Islam to the Arabs, right, that they rejected what he was teaching by telling Muhammad, we follow that which we found our fathers followed. Isn't that what the Afrocentric says? No, I'm going to follow my African ancestors. I'm not with this Islam. I'm going to follow my African ancestors. Well, the Arabs said the same thing to Muhammad. They said, we follow that wherein we found our fathers following. Well, wait a minute. If the Arabs said to Muhammad, we're going to choose the religion of our ancestors over the religion you are teaching us. Well, wasn't Muhammad one of them too?
Yes, sir.
Well, then when they said they were going to follow the religion of their ancestors, they were also saying they were going to follow the religion of Muhammad's ancestors. They both had the same ancestors because Muhammad was one of them. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, if what Muhammad and the Arabs, other than Muhammad, because he was an Arab too, if their ancestors' religion, according to them, was not Islam, why are you telling me that Islam is the Arabs' religion? The Arabs said Islam wasn't their religion. And if Islam was not the Arabs' religion, like they say in the Quran, we following what our fathers follow, then where did they get Islam from? Where did Muhammad get Islam from, since he didn't get it from his ancestors?
Go ahead.
He got it from somebody else's ancestors.
See.
Guess whose ancestors he got it from? That would be the black. Talk black to me. He got it from us. Is there any evidence in the Quran? Yes. The Holy Quran says that before Muhammad started preaching Islam in the vicinity of the Arabian Peninsula, it says, and to Ad we sent their brother Ud. Right? To Ad, that means the ancient Adites. What color were the ancient Adites?
Go ahead.
They were black.
Teach.
That's a fact of history. And according to Muhammad in the Quran, Allah sent to the black Arabs of Ad their brother Ud. What did Ud teach? Islam. According to the Quran, a black prophet named Ud taught the black religion of Islam to a black people called Adites. Now, who is the second Ad? Thamud. And to Thamud, we sent their brother Salih. Right or wrong? Another black population in the vicinity of the Arabian Peninsula, teaching Islam. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
By the time Muhammad started teaching pilgrimage to Mecca, Abraham had taught it. And Abraham only rebuilt, Abraham only re-established pilgrimage to Mecca. It existed long before Abraham.
Go ahead. Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Teach.
So how you going to tell me Islam started with Muhammad? Because white folks say so. And I went to college, and I have a degree, Mr. Muslim. And it's in African studies. After all, I'm certified. I'm bona fide. I can help you realize, that Islam was good, when you was a Christian and you didn't really know yourself, but now that there's all this black knowledge out here, you got to put away that baby stuff of Islam and let's get into this African spiritual. Sorry. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Why does the devil call our people that?
Come on. Good question.
To make our people of North America believe that the people on that continent are the only people they have and are all savage. He, meaning the devil, bought a trading post in the jungle of that continent. What did he do?
Trading post.
He bought. He broke bread. He didn't just take it. He didn't come up in there and just set up shop. He came there with some bread. He broke somebody off. That means there was a sophisticated enough system among these people that you couldn't just go among them doing what you want to do.
Right.
He had to break some bread.
Yes, sir. Teach.
He bought a trading post.
Teach.
But where did he buy it? In the city?
No, sir.
In the jungle
Yes, sir.
of that continent. Right or wrong?
That's right.
He was doing business in the jungle. He was doing business in the jungle. So the idea we would get some dumb jungle bunnies don't sit. It don't add up. Because we was business folk. That cracker came there and had to buy from us the ability to trade with us. Are you with me? We do business. All right. The original people live on this continent. Who the original people? Black people. Live on this continent, but here's the part that if you're Afrocentric, you won't like. They are the ones who strayed away. Strayed away. What did they stray away from? Civilization. And lived a jungle life. Strayed away from civilization and lived a jungle life. What point am I making? The people that we call Africans began their career in Arabia and migrated from Arabia into East Asia, which the devils have us calling Africa. Strayed away from civilization and lived a jungle life. What civilization did they stray away from? The root of civilization. And so instead of remaining in Islam, they went into all this other stuff. You who are Muslims, I'm broadcasting this live, so I'm talking to people that are not here as well. You who are Muslims, you've been in Islam 8,927 years. I'm exaggerating, of course. And you have raised your children Muslim. And as soon as them knuckleheads get old enough, what they do?
Drinking, smoking,
They start drifting off into all kinds of crap, right or wrong. Talk back to me. You can go to a Mason line, and you're going to find somebody used to be in the Nation of Islam. You go to a church, you're going to find somebody used to be in the Nation of Islam. You go in Garvey's movement, you're going to find some Negroes in there that's registered Muslims. You go in Noble Drew Ali's movement, you're going to find Negroes in there that used to be registered Muslims. I don't care where you go, you're going to find people who have strayed away from civilization, the Nation of Islam, and are living some other life. Might not be jungle, but they doing something else. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Because Wallace shot you to the left of the Nation of Islam, you didn't know what to do with yourself or about him. You wanted to stay black. You wanted to stay conscious. You wanted, so you drifted back into Garvey. You fell back on Noble Drew Ali. You fell into Afrocentrism. You want to be a proud black man or woman. The Nation of Islam is no longer that place you can be that, and so now you done jumped into something else. Talk back to me. Well, that's what happened 50,000 years ago. Muslims strayed away from civilization and started living a jungle life. That jungle life involved us worshiping other gods, flipping the system of spirituality script. You understand what I'm saying? You get far away from something. Listen, how long you been out of high school? Don't tell me. But it's been long enough. I bet you we put them books on you now, you'll be like, oh, well, now, wait a minute, Minister. Let's not be hateful. Let's think this over. Let's pump the brakes. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Imagine some of us in here, if I lay an algebra book on you right now, a geometry book on you right now. You might have been sharp when you studied all this in high school, but you don't remember all of that well enough now. Imagine if I made all of y'all take a SAT test right now. Ain't no 1600s coming up in here. Better not give me one. My score about to be 16. I don't remember all of that crap. I've been out of high school since 1980. I don't know what the HE17Ls is going on. I don't know. I have forgotten 90% of what you know if you in high school now. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right, you stray away from civilization 50,000 years ago, and when the white man finds you 49,500 years later, some of y'all got bones in your nose. Talk back to me. You done went from living in multi-million-dollar palaces, you living in grass huts now. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Not all of us. I'm just saying, the ones who did. Some of us fell way further than others. The civilization of ancient Egypt is a representation of black people falling. Black civilization in decline. But it didn't decline far enough for it not to produce what it produced. Other black people declined way further than the ancient Egyptians declined. They lived in situations and in circumstances that one would call savage. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all listening to me this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
And if you look at the pictorial representations of how different people were living during the time of Egypt, you will find that there were people that they painted black like themselves, but they were savage in comparison to themselves. All that meant was that the black people who fell from the high level of civilization when they were in Islam in Arabia, some only fell this far, and you got advanced Egyptians. Some fell way further than that, and you have savage Libyans. Are you listening to this? That's all. All right?
Yes, sir.
So when you find a black man or a black woman running around with nothing but a little something on their private parts, women running around with nothing on their chest, men walking around ain't even got no shoes on, you can't, you can't take that as that's the example of black people. That's an example of black people. Some people went to high school. You went to high school with some people that didn't finish, didn't you? Right? They went to the 9th grade, dropped out. Might have went to the 10th grade, dropped out. Some people you went to high school with, they on drugs now. Right or wrong. They got hooked on crack. Some of them hooked on meth. Some people you went to high school with are homeless. They living in the street. Right or wrong. Some of them, instead of going to college, just ended up in a trade school. Some of them on the back of a garbage truck. Everybody didn't fall as far as everybody else. Some fell and became alcoholics. Some fell and became crackheads. Some fell and became meth heads. Right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody didn't fall to the same level. That's the same thing with our people in Africa. Some of us fell so far that we almost butt naked savages. Some of us only fell as far as being ancient Egyptians. Are you with me? I'm telling you, the ancient Egyptians represent a level of civilization that would have been far higher had they not strayed away from the root of civilization. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And a lot of the savage populations of Africa are people who, when the civilization of Egypt was destroyed, were forced to migrate deeper and deeper. And you read Chancellor Williams' book? The migrations caused a fall in civilization. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
If you don't use it, what happens? You lose it. They stopped using what they had in Mecca. So they lost what they had in Mecca. And now we running around talking about that's our system of spirituality. No, it's not. Let go and let God is our system of spirituality. It's what we are by nature. All you got to do is convince a black man this is what is really God. And we will. Because we think it's God. Because in our very nature, we want to let go and let God.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to be taught. We have to know what to let go. And we have to learn how to let God. And you can't know this and you can't learn this without a teacher. How can they know unless they have a teacher? How can they have a teacher unless he be sent? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Well, the teacher that was sent so that you would know and not think. The teacher that was sent is the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And the sender is Master Farad Muhammad. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now let me close this out. Islam has 5 basic fundamental principles. The first of those principles is to believe in the Most High, to believe in Allah, but you also must believe in His representative, His apostle. And today, not yesterday, yesterday it was Noah. Then later on it was Abraham. Then later on it was Moses. Then later on it was Jesus. Then later on it was Prophet Muhammad. But today,
Come on.
It's Elijah Muhammad.
Go
To
ahead.
believe in his apostle, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Believe in Allah and his apostle. Today, that's Elijah. 2, to believe in divine revelation, meaning believe that God, when he sees us fumbling and bumbling around and we can't find our way, that he chooses one from among us and shows that one the way,
Come on.
so that that one can show the rest of us the way.
Go ahead.
That's divine revelation.
Teach.
He reveals to one person that he chooses from a particular people what he wants to teach that particular people to get them back on track. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because they stopped using it, so they lost it. So now it has to be reviewed again. It has to be returned. All right? To believe in divine revelation and
Hereafter.
the hereafter. Muslims don't get it. I'm talking about Orthodox Muslims. The here. That's where. Here. So you spook worshiping Muslims. What you talking about? What is it? Jinnah? Jinnah. What are you talking about? Paradise. Some mythical place with your nasty self where you gonna go and have 70 virgins. 70 virgins. And you talking crazy about Elijah Muhammad? You done lost your damn mind. You claiming Elijah Muhammad messed with a few girls. He didn't, but that's all you claiming. But while you talking against Elijah Muhammad having a few girlfriends, you can't wait to get to Jinnah and have 70 virgins. You gonna have 70 weddings? Talk black to me. Could you imagine the child support? Could you imagine? You gotta have 150 jobs. 70 virgins. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, sir.
I mean, for real though. But the Quran speaks of the here. That's where. The hereafter is going to be here. The where is here. Not up there. You ain't going up there.
Mama.
Ain't no heaven up there. You're not going. It's going to be here. The question though is when. After.
Come on.
So you got the place and the time. You got the where, it's here. But what about the when? After. After what? After no more white boys.
Come on.
After the global supremacy of white people is brought down. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
How do we know that that's what it's talking about? Because the book says, and I beheld till the thrones were cast down. Right? What happened when the thrones got cast down? Somebody that was in rulership got taken out of rulership, right or wrong? And the Ancient of Days
Come on.
did sit. Talk black to me.
Come on.
Well, who is the Ancient of Days? Ain't nobody days more ancient than yours. So the Ancient of Days means
Go ahead.
there's a time coming. And I'm being nice to say coming. It's really already here.
Yes, sir.
There's a time coming when the original man is going to be put back on top of civilization. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And that's why the same book says that a rider was seen on a black horse And the rider that was seen on the black horse was carrying a pair of scales. Meaning justice is coming back. Justice that has been long gone is now back. But that rider's on a black horse. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The Ancient of Days did sit. Now, if we're confused on who the Ancient of Days is, the Ancient of Days is described. He had hair like lamb's wool. Right? I would have what y'all got too, but you know. You know. I don't shave because I lost my hair. I got every strand in my head, but it's gray. Yours look good. Mine's ain't happy. So, he had hair like lamb's wool. No people on this planet have hair like lamb's wool except the quote-unquote African people. Even black people in different areas of the world, like India and China and Japan and different places, they got that so-called good hair, that straight hair. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing woolly about nobody's hair but ours. He had hair like lamb's wool. His feet were like brass. Isn't brass dark colored? But guess what? What type of brass was his feet like? The type of brass that was burned in an oven. That's a black man with woolly hair. Right or wrong? So according to the Bible, the black quote-unquote African is going to be the ruler on earth after the present ruler is removed from power. To believe in divine revelation and the hereafter. That means judgment. That means all of the evil people who have been getting away with all of the evil things that they've been getting away with for hundreds and thousands of years. Somebody gonna put a stop to that. So those two things. Now, there are three ways added to those two, equaling 5, there are 3 ways to carry those 2 into practice. 1 is breaking bread. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
1 is breaking bread. You got to set aside some of your money for the Nation of Islam. I don't need to know right now while the meeting is going, but let me know how much this costs, because that's going to count as charity from Evansville. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You got to set aside some money for believe in paying the poor rate and charity, right? To believe in praying at least 5 times per day. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
To believe in praying at least 5 times a day, you got to stop what you're doing and kick it with God for a minute. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. 5 times a day ain't enough, as crazy as we are. Think about it. Some of us pray 5 times a day, and we need to pray 50 more times. Woo. And then the last one, to believe in fasting. Fasting. Why? For the discipline. Right or wrong? What are the 2 things that make black men stupid? And what? And what make us more stupid than money? Women. How you gonna have the discipline when she go by? And how you gonna have the discipline to leave that thing alone? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And how is Because she don't have the discipline to resist that game you running. Think about it. Talk back to me. Fasting. Fasting teaches you to be strong enough to not enjoy something that you have a right to enjoy. And when you have the discipline to not enjoy something, like that fly, that you have the right to enjoy, what happens when you're tempted to get some enjoyment from something you ain't supposed to be enjoying? You have the discipline to be like, you on the corner and the brother trying to sell you a paper. Oh, you got discipline then. Nah, shouty, I'm straight. Nah, that's all right. Window go up. Yeah, you got discipline then. But what about this? Talk black to me. What about then? See, when you learn how to discipline yourself to the point where you say no to something that you have a right to say yes to, now you have the strength to say no to the things you shouldn't say yes to. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Fasting strengthens discipline.
Come on.
It also purifies the blood.
Go ahead.
Are you with me? It rests the body, making you more healthy physically, which causes you to be more healthy mentally and spiritually. This is why all religions teach fasting and charity. All religions teach fasting, charity, and prayer. All of them. Are you with me? Those are the three things that you do to carry the first two things into practice. Because mere belief alone counts for nothing unless you carry it into practice. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I think we went far enough in introducing you to Islam this afternoon. Huh?
Yes, sir.
We can't teach you everything in just one meeting. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
We plan on coming back as many times as we're asked to come.
Yes, sir.
We started to like Evansville.
Is there a reason you came on Sunday instead of Saturday?
Yes. Because if we had come yesterday, we would have still had to have a meeting today in Atlanta. I wanted to do Saturday. But if I did that, we'd have had to come up here yesterday, meaning as soon as I got off work. I don't get off work till 7 in the morning. So I'd had to come home at 7 o'clock in the morning after working 2 jobs. 16 hours. 16 and a half, I'm sorry. I'd had to work 16 and a half hours straight, which equals 17 hours because I got a half-hour drive between the 2 jobs. Get off, don't go to sleep, come home, do the 3 S's. Any military man know what I'm talking about. It's shower and shave.
Yes.
Do the 3 S's. Get dressed. Get right on the road. Get here. Then after doing the meeting, get right back on the road. Drive all the way back. By the time I get back, I'm only going to get a few hours of sleep. Then I got to get up and get ready for the temple meeting in Atlanta. It just wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to work. So we wanted to do Saturday. And Saturday is not out of the question. It just wasn't feasible this time. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah. Just this time, it wasn't feasible. So now, we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We had a meeting up here, but it takes the place of the meeting we didn't have down there. Right?
Yes, sir.
Saturday is absolutely not out of the question. I can plan around it. I can plan around it, and we can do it.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
An introduction to Islam. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
All praise to Allah. Now give me a second here while I play cameraman.